All right. If you're watching this, probably no one here right now, but if you're watching this, it might pause in a second, so I'm gonna go try to post this. Oh, what is that? Oh, you can do chat stuff now. Can I type in the chat? Start a poll. Oh my gosh, I can do polls now on mobile streams. That's crazy. I can't type in the chat though. I'm in New England. Whoever's watching, hello. I'm in New England, haunted New England. Hey, Dragon Buddy. I'm gonna go try to post this in Discord, so if this pauses, that's why. Be right back. Okay. Hello, I'm back. I need to brighten this. My phone, this phone, I have the 13 mini. iPhone 13 mini. And it dies so fast. Who we got here? Naomi, King of Birds, Dragon Buddy, Trees, Dorkins, Tony, Alexander, Palm Trees, Beans, King of Birds. Yeah, my mustache is a bit bonkers at the moment. Hello, 50. Historian. So, I'm bored. I'm visiting my parents right now. Seth gets in later today or tonight. And I just walk around old New England. Nothing really to do around here. Hyper Fox, buy a hat, buy a shirt. My merch brand, Hyper Fox, textiles, and fabrics. Tactiles, what's tactiles? Paper? Oh my gosh, Roomba. Thank you for being a member for 38 months. Hello. Hello, Hydroid. So, I figured I'd just do a stream, and while I'm away from my computer and stuff at home, I can't really make videos, although I have been making a lot of shorts. I hope you're all subscribed to the Odd Boys channel, my other paranormal channel. Tom and I have been going crazy. Even Jamie, Inside of Mind, has been making shorts on that channel. Go watch all the shorts. I put up a good one last night that I made, and I did some research on murderers. And the video basically asks you, are murderers hot? Are you attracted to murderers? I made a video about like the top 5 hottest male murderers. And then Katie was like, you gotta do the female murderers. Like, are there female murderers? She's like, there's tons of female murderers. So now the next video I'm gonna do is gonna be the hottest female murderers. Do you think they're hot? They're always played by hot people in their made for TV movies and television series. Anyway, watch Odd Boys. I put up a video last night. And there's more going up today on Odd Boys. These are shorts, specifically the short videos. But there are also regular videos in the live stream show. Inside of Mind is going to be on the live stream show this week. And then Tom and Jamie are having him on. They're having someone else on. I can't remember who it is. What did I say? Inside of Mind? I said Night Mind. Night Mind and Inside of Mind are on Odd Boys this week. So watch the Odd Boys live show. The whole point of this live stream right now, by the way, I'm doing a vertical one on my phone because apparently it's better for the notifications than for the algorithm and people clicking on YouTube and watching on their phone. Hello there, Naomi. Wait, who said hi? Mardar. Oh, it was Naomi. Odd Boys? Naomi, it's my other YouTube channel. It's called Odd Boys. Someone might have a link. I don't think it's in the description, but you know what is in the description? The main thing I want to talk about is while I'm here and I can't really make videos, I need to at least bring attention to the Dad Indiegogo film fundraiser. It's ending in a couple weeks. It's almost done. So we did hit the $25,000. That was the goal. But I'm not going to get $25,000 because Indiegogo takes fees. In order for me to actually walk away with $25,000, I need to hit 27 because they take about $2,000 in fees. So this is the final push. If you got a couple bucks, click the link in the description and give $5 if you have it. Tell a friend who has $5. I'm a little over 25,000. So we need I think we need $1,500 more dollars. And then I'll actually get $25,000 and I can make the Dad short film in January, and I'll have a total of $50,000 between the two fundraisers. So click the link in the description. That's why I'm here doing this stream, to raise awareness for that, but also walk around and show you haunted railroad tracks in New England. So they don't really use this. This is a rarely used, they have started using these railroad tracks recently, but it's only like every once in a while at night, like a cargo train comes through. So if a train came, I would hear it way far away. There's like lights over there. There's lights over here. We're about to get to a cross street. But I figured since I'm in New England and Halloween is next weekend, maybe I'll tell you some spooky New England stories. The only ones I can really remember that are sort of good ones. So Newton, Massachusetts. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Newton. It's right near Boston. It's a suburb. A lot of rich people live there. Wellesley also is right next to it. Wellesley you may have heard of. There's like a famous all-girls college in Wellesley. They filmed a movie there with Natalie Portman, I think, in like 99 or I can't remember. It's just, I thought Wellesley was famous, but I don't think everyone does know about Wellesley. The Wellesley all-girls school. Anyone ever heard of that? Anyway, Newton, which is right next to Wellesley, there was a sort of known ghost story that I'd hear about where, the heck was it? This family moved into a house, and this like 5-year-old girl said that she had a friend there named Mrs. Woodman. And Mrs. Woodman was like an old lady that wore long dresses. And she also apparently, like, her feet didn't touch the ground. She was like above the ground, this old lady, whenever the girl would see her. And she was friends with the lady. And she'd tell the parents, she's like, oh, I have this friend named Mrs. Woodman. And the parents are like, oh, that's great. And she's like, oh, Mrs. Woodman has 7 children. And this girl's name was Julille, I think. It's like Julie, but not Julie. And then Mrs. Woodman would visit this girl and talk to her about her 7 children. And then the parents looked into it, and there was a woman named Mrs. Woodman who lived in the house like long ago, like 100 years ago, whatever. This was the early 2000s when this happened, by the way. They looked into it, and there was a lady named Mrs. Woodman who did have 7 kids, and she lived on the 3rd floor of this building. So it turns out this 5-year-old kid was talking to a ghost. Isn't that shocking? Aren't you surprised? Aren't you shocked? You guys are all gasping right now. I can't believe it. I'm sorry to freak you out on this Friday day. All right, we're at a street. We need to cross the street. These cars don't know what to do. They're waiting for me. I'm crossing the road on railroad tracks, and these cars are all stopping for me now. It's not a crosswalk. It's just railroad tracks. I'm the train. No, it's all right. This lady just goes, that's not really safe. Sorry, lady. I've lived here for 40 years, and I've never been hit by a train on the railroad tracks. That lady did not like me walking on these railroad tracks. Does she even live here? Does she realize that the train doesn't come through here? Oh my gosh, I just got reprimanded. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, doesn't she realize I am the railroad worker? I guess when I wear these shoes, it blows my cover. Bright glowing sneakers. Other than that, yeah, I look like I could work on the railroad tracks. Oh, I have a railroad lantern. I have a old yellow metal kerosene lantern that says railroad on it. It's from like the 1930s. I wish I had that right now. Although it wouldn't make sense walking around the daytime with that. Maybe that girl thinks she saw a ghost. I'm the ghost of the railroad department. The track master. The railroad track master. Is that a thing? Look at this is where we're going. Straight to infinity. So anyway, gonna keep reminding you throughout the stream to click the link in the description and help me hit the 27,000 on the Dad Indiegogo so I can make the Dad horror film. So you guys know about Was it Shady Oaks? Is that the movie that just came out? The horror movie? It is Shady Oaks, right? It's like the new Blair Witch type of movie, and the YouTuber directed it. Am I thinking? Shelby Oaks. Shelby Oaks, that's it. Have you guys heard of Shelby Oaks? Neon is putting it out. Neon's a big production company. They're like A24, sort of. They're trying to be like A24 now and put out more like hit indie films. Even though Neon has always put out independent films. But I feel A24 has changed the style and landscape of what types of movies are being put out that are doing well. And other production companies are now trying to emulate that. So Neon is like, I think they put out Anora, my friend Sean's movie that he did last year. And like his stuff is like A24. He does a lot of stuff with A24. That Neon now put out this other movie from another YouTuber. And the reason I'm talking about this is because how many YouTubers are going to be making horror movies and going into theaters? It's crazy. So that gives me so much hope. The Dad movie could be the next thing. So if you don't know the story, the sun is like blinding me right now. I'm going to go I'm in someone's backyard. Technically I'm not, but sort of I am. So that'd be so freaked out. They're like, oh, there's a man standing in the backyard. Maybe I'm the one that's going to haunt them and freak them out. So Shelby Oaks was a YouTube series that was like an ARG, kind of like the Dad series. And I do not understand how this guy got so much money. So if you watch Shelby Oaks, it's not very popular. Dad was way more popular. And no one knew who was behind it. They didn't know. There was a guy who directed, the guy who made the YouTube series and made the movie, did movie reviews. I can't remember his name, but he does movie reviews on YouTube, just reviewing movies. And they get okay views. He's got 2 million subscribers. He gets like 50,000 to 200,000 views on his videos, which is pretty good, I guess. Nothing like wild. It's just movie reviews. So it came out after the movie. It came out after the series was done, the YouTube series. Someone's in there. Someone's in the woods listening to me. I can hear him walking around unless it's a squirrel. After the YouTube series was done, Shelby Oaks, he came out and was like, hey, I'm the one that did the YouTube series. I'm behind it. Me, the guy who does movie reviews. And then he said, I want to make a film. I want to make this YouTube series a film. So he did a Kickstarter, like I'm doing right now for the Dad movie. Link in the description. Please donate to help me get to 27,000 so I actually walk away with 25,000 after fees. He made it a Kickstarter to raise money to make his movie. I only need to get 50,000. It's taken me an entire year to raise 25,000 on 2 separate occasions to then have a total of 50,000. He did a Kickstarter and he got $1.3 million. And the YouTube series wasn't even that popular. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I'm not hating. I think it's really cool. I'm just like kind of flabbergasted that he got so much money and the series wasn't even that popular. And like, he's kind of popular, I guess, but like, he basically got $1 for almost every subscriber he has, which is unheard of statistically. The odds, the numbers, like really? He raised that much money? He raised $1.3 million to make this horror movie, Shelby Oaks. And now Neon's like, yeah, we'll buy it. It's going into movie theaters. So this is yet another. Who are those other 2 guys? They just made the movie Get Her Back or whatever it's called. I saw it in the theater. It was really scary. Then my friend the Zach from Whitest Kids You Know just made Weapons, but he also made Barbarian. So all these people from the indie world, from the YouTube world and alternative comedy world, Kane Pixels, who did FX on the Dad series, I've ranted about this a lot, and I don't want to sound like I'm like jealous or anything, because I'm not. I'm just like really motivated and pumped. All these people from the YouTube world specifically are making horror movies, and they're doing really well. So I'm saying it right now. I'm stating it. This live stream will look back at it in 2 years and be like, he did it. He said he's gonna do it. That freaking bitter old 44-year-old man who with a broken body destroyed himself on YouTube for 20 years, was on every television show in the world and never got a freaking break. He's dead broke. Finally, with his $50,000 and his diehard audience of 20 people, they made that movie happen. They made the Dad short film happen. And then someone saw it at a film festival and it blew up, and then it became a feature film. That's the plan. I need Dad to become the next big face and name in horror. It has to happen. So I watched Terrifier for the first time the other day. The Terrifier movie with the clown. I'd never seen it. I didn't realize Terrifier was such an independent movie. There was a lot of things in it. I was like, oh God, the audio is really bad here. Oh, the lighting is strange, which is fine. It's an independent thing. You're doing what you can. I get it. I just thought it was like a bigger thing. I know it's a big franchise now and it's a big IP, has a big IP now, but like that gave me motivation as well, because that was like a new face. It's like a new type of a clown. Add it to the list of scary, iconic killers out there, like Michael Myers, the Periwinkle, whatever his name, It the Clown, and now there's Art the Clown, then there's Leatherface. Now we're gonna add Dad. Dad's gonna join the fray of murderers. Well, that's not really what happens in the movie. Sort of, kind of, I don't wanna give anything away, but I do think the dad character with the bald head and no mustache, the original dad look, could become another face. It'll put it in a lineup and people will be like, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Dad, Art the Clown. I really feel, because the Dad movie is so different than anything else you've seen. If you look at the original Dad YouTube series, there's nothing else that looks like it. It's like its own thing. And I've been hesitant, so I wrote the new Dad movie. Sorry, I'll read comments in a second. I'm just kind of rambling here. We're walking down haunted railroad tracks in New England, by the way, FYI, if you're just joining. Link in the description to help me get to the 27,000. I need to go 2,000 over on the Dad Indiegogo to actually walk away with 25,000 because Indiegogo takes fees. So if you want to help me get the actual total I want, please give a couple bucks and help me hit 27,000. Link is in the description of this live stream. So I was hesitant a little bit. I almost was, when I was writing the movie, I was sort of thinking about not having the movie look and feel like the original Dad series, because I thought maybe it's too weird. Having it with the white backdrop with the red and blue lights and the minimal props, like just a table or just a countertop or just a couch. It's so empty. The series is so minimal. And I liked that about the YouTube series because it made it feel weird. It's like, where do they live? What is this space they're in? Are they in a house? Is this like a simulation? Is it like a stage where they set up like a fake living room to make them feel like they're living in a normal house, but they're not? It just makes you wonder a lot of things when you see it because it's different and it looks weird. So I was hesitant a little bit to do that because I thought the mainstream audience who's going to watch this Dad short film might be turned off because they might be like, I don't get it. It's weird. Where are they? What is this space? And on top of it, they're telepathic. They talk to each other in their heads. I thought maybe it's just one too many things. It's too different. Because the thing is, I want this to sell. I want people to watch the movie and I want people to get behind it. So you don't necessarily want to go full Dad. You know what I mean? You don't want to go too weird because you want the mainstream to get into it. And then on the second one, you can get weirder. That's what my thinking was. So I thought about maybe just shooting it like in like a regular movie in a house with regular people talking. Mom and Dad were talking just like you'd see in a normal movie, you know, like some other, like Halloween or Freddy Krueger. It's just normal people in a normal house talking, but they are weird. Like Dad's still weird and he talks like this, but he uses his mouth. I was considering doing that. But then I decided, no, I'm going to do what I want because someone else is going to come along and do something strange in like 2 years that looks like the Dad movie. And I'll think I should have done my original thing. Someone copied my original YouTube style. Because the thing about me is everyone copies my stuff. They take my videos. I'm not saying like I'm like this genius and I do things before the people, but there have been so many times where it genuinely has happened where people have stolen my videos, done similar dance videos to me. They take my actual footage, they put their own songs over it. It's been like this, the story of my career. And it's really frustrating. And I thought, no, I'm not going to let that happen again with my biggest project ever. I'm going to do the weird thing. I'm going to make the weird Dad movie. And if it's too weird and people don't like it, hey, at least I tried. And then my next project, I could do something kind of normal where it's just normal people. I could do another scary thing maybe if that's what the audience or the world is kind of looking for. Because I haven't really gotten into the foray of horror except for the Dad YouTube series, which was like sort of like horror adjacent. It was never full horror. But anyway, this is more actual horror, but it's still weird and different, and it looks like the Dad YouTube series. I will say it's not going to be as minimal. When you see the white wall with the blue and red light and the countertops and the tables and the furniture, it will be more furniture. There'll be like actual carpet. There'll be actual walls in some of the rooms, but it will still have that look with the lighting of the Dad YouTube series to make it feel weird, and they will be talking telepathically. So this is something I've never told you guys about the movie. That's the way it's going to go. It will resemble the YouTube series, but be beefed up with like sort of set pieces and furniture and you know, set design. So yeah, that's my big rant. All these other people who are making things are really pumping me up and making me realize that this is possible. I could actually do this, and I could finally, like, my life and my career could actually change. And I could finally be just making movies. That's what I do now. I made the dad short. It turns into a feature. A24 or Neon buys it. And now I'm just off and running. And then in 2 years, I'll make another movie, because now I have a movie that's in the theaters and it's working. Who knows? Maybe it won't work. Maybe it's all a pipe dream, but I gotta try. So here we are. Link is in the description to help me make it happen. Please, please, if you got like $2, even $1, really will help. It's in the description. I'm trying to hit 27. We did hit the 25, and it's amazing, but I'm not going to get 25,000 because there's fees. I'm sorry I'm repeating it so much for the people who have been watching this whole live stream, but if new people are joining, I want you to know what I'm talking about. The link in the description. Every couple dollars helps. It's like 2 weeks. We got a couple weeks until it's over, and I got to get as much as possible. So if we go over the 27, if we get 27, I then have actually 25. If we go hit 28,000, then I get an extra $800 or whatever. And it'll all go to the movie. So yeah, anyway, here we are on Haunted Railroad Tracks. I should tell you another haunted story instead of just ranting about my dad movie so much. Yes, I'm walking down railroad tracks. That's where I am. This train does not really drive on it. What's Florbs, dear? Trying to read the comments. Art the Clown was his character that's been developed for decades, originally small bit in a short he created before developing him out. Oh, really, Dash? I didn't know that. That's cool. I'm walking on railroad tracks, yes. Keith Apicary horror film? I don't think I would ever do a Keith horror film. I mean, I could, I guess, but I don't think I would. I'm in Massachusetts. I hope so, Jory. I really hope so. You know, I talked during the Dad YouTube series, I talked to David Lynch's producer. It's this woman. I can't remember her name. I want to say Christine, but I don't think that's it. But I emailed with her, and I talked to her about having David Lynch be in a season 2 of Dad, because I thought he might be into it. And I mentioned how, like, I have a lot of friends that were in the final season of Twin Peaks, Josh Fadem. So you guys remember Boss? The boss in the Dad series, the boss at work. My friend Josh Fadem, who was in the last season of Twin Peaks, he's also in Better Call Saul. You've probably seen him around. He's in one of my videos. He's in one of my dance videos. He's an electrician, and he starts spazzing. I think it's a yell video, one of the yell dance videos. Anyway, I got in touch with him. I was like, hey, you guys use a bunch of my friends, blah, blah. I come from the indie comedy world. I do this really weird series. And I sent her like a link to the Dad channel. I said, it's doing pretty well. And I was just curious if David would have any interest in playing the mayor. I said it would take literally 20 minutes to film. We could come to him. We could do whatever. And I'd love to I wanted David Lynch to play the mayor of Town, USA. And she actually got back to me and she said, hey, this is a really cool project, blah, blah. Thanks for asking. But unfortunately, I don't think David would be open to doing it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I didn't expect anything different. But I had to ask. I had to reach out. And I guess that's the lady that has worked with him forever. Like, that was his lady. So, anyway. Man in Room, any future plans? Oreo, yeah, I'm planning on doing more Man. It doesn't get any views. It was something just to do. It was just a creative thing for me to make, just something fun to do, because I just like making stuff. So Man was that, but it's not really something I'm gonna do immediately, because I'm gonna focus on the Dad movie right now. And then after the Dad movie, when I got some downtime, maybe I'll make a bunch of more Man episodes. The story will continue of Man. There is more to it. So I hope everyone has watched it's an hour. If you guys haven't seen it, the Man series on the Dad channel, it's a whole playlist. I uploaded it as one long video. It's an hour long. If you want to watch the entire Man series, go watch it on the Dad channel. It's one of the more recent uploads. Not many people seem interested in it. I love it. It was really fun for me to make. It was very different from anything else I'd done. And I think it's more of a comedy, but it is technically kind of a unsettling horror in a way, unfiction, whatever people call things. There's so many categories for this kind of stuff now. I'm walking on the railroad tracks right now. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Oh, there goes a chipmunk. Sorry, I'm back. I turned my phone off. Hello, I'm here. You want to hear another scary story? Another haunted New England tale? It's one that I remember it's called Emily's Bridge. It's a real place. I think it's in Stowe, Vermont, which is a big snowboard ski town. Big mountain in Stowe, Vermont. In Stowe, Vermont, there's a covered bridge, like one of those wooden bridges that go over like a river, and it has like a little roof, like an old-timey looking wooden bridge, you know, Ichabod Crane kind of thing. By the way, the Ichabod Crane Bridge was never a covered bridge. It was a real bridge, and it was in New York State, upstate New York, and it wasn't a covered bridge. That changed in like the story and the lore, but that Ichabod Crane story is based on a real bridge that exists. It's debatable. It's not real. I was gonna say it's debatable if Ichabod Crane and Sleepy Hollow and the Headless Horseman is a real story. It's not. It's just folklore. But it was. It does technically take place in a real area on a real bridge. But Emily's Bridge in Vermont, some woman, I forget what year it was, named Emily, ended her life there at that bridge. And now, if you drive up there, apparently you'll hear like bang when you drive across the bridge. You hear people banging on your car. Scratches will appear on your car. There was like one big thing about that happens when you go up there. You'll hear wailing. Sometimes if you go and you sit there on the bridge, you'll hear like, "Aah!" And it's the lady crying. And I think she killed herself because her husband or someone left her or cheated on her or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, Emily's Bridge, another haunted place in New England. There's a third one. I was like, before I started the stream, I was trying to recall some of the New England's ghost stories I'd heard. Oh, this is a good one. I just remembered. Bucksport, Maine. It used to be called Buck something else. And it was established by this general or colonel. Colonel Buck was a colonel. I can't remember what they made Bucksport, Maine. If you guys want to Google it, maybe you can tell me. It's in Maine, obviously. And the colonel died in like the late 1700s or something. And then so he died, and he had, there was a woman who said there's apparently this woman was his mistress. And he accused her of being a witch and then had her killed or put to death because obviously he didn't want people finding out. And he said she was crazy and she wasn't his mistress or whatever. And so anyway, this lady died because he said she was a witch. And she cursed him right before she died. The last thing she said to him was something along the lines of like, I'm going to like come after you. I'm never going to let you rest in peace. I'm going to dance on your grave. Something like that. So then, there's the dog yelling at me. When he died, his children buried him, but then, here's the dog yelling at me. Where is he? Where are you, dog? There he is. There's the dog. So when he was buried, his children put up a monument for him like 50 years later. And now there are footprints and marks that look like legs that can never be washed. You can't get it off with no matter what you use. These feet marks on this Bucks guy's grave and monument are there like permanently. They can't get it off no matter how hard they try. It's crazy. So everyone says, that's her. She's stomping on his grave and dancing on his grave. That's another New England tale. There's some other stuff. I could tell you some New England ghost stories. So my parents' house, that's a haunted one. If you want to see, if you want to hear a ghost story about my house, the house my parents live in Massachusetts, I just put a video on the Odd Boys YouTube channel. And I went up 2 days ago. It's the doorknob. Look at the short called The Doorknob. I'm like pointing at the doorknob in the still. I told the story about how the doorknob literally just jiggled right in front of my eyes. Me and my girlfriend were like, what the heck was that? There was nobody home. It was nuts. And I walk you through the whole thing, how I open the door, there's no one there. There's nowhere for them to hide. The house is tiny. And then apparently, I'm being texted right now that a short just went up on the Odd Boys channel. I need you all to go check this thing because this is an actual concern of mine. I do wonder, if you didn't see it, I did a seance at a cemetery the other night. I got in a cemetery last Friday, a week ago from today, last Friday, we did a live stream on the Odd Boys channel, me, Tom, Jamie, and I went into the cemetery and I did Ouija board. And everyone in the chat kept saying, stop taking your fingers off the I forget what it's called. The planchette, the little thing, the cursor that you move around. The planchette, when I was done my question, I would take my fingers off because it was hard and it hurt my elbows and shoulders and arms. The position I was in to hold them out like this. So I had to like rest them because I was hunched over like in front of a phone like this, just trying to do this stupid stream. I couldn't keep my fingers on it. So I figured when I'm done the question, I can take my finger off and I'll put it back on when I ask the new question. Everyone in the chat, Katie, my fiance, she was in the chat. She's like, oh my God, you guys, you have to tell him to stop. He needs to keep his fingers on. Everyone thinks I brought a demon home. And then things genuinely did get weird, and I don't even like admitting it because I don't want to like acknowledge the ghost and the spirit if it is a demon and make it real, because if I acknowledge it, then maybe I'm cursing myself. But if I ignore it, maybe it goes away because it realizes I'm not susceptible for falling for its trickery, and I don't want this demon to actually try to haunt me. But Katie started saying really weird stuff in her sleep. She's like having nightmares, like scary nightmares. She's staring at me like she thinks I'm gonna murder her. It's like been very unpleasant couple nights of sleep. That was like days ago. She's been sleeping fine. I'm in Massachusetts now, so I'm separated. Maybe I brought the demon away from her. So maybe I should try to go release the demon somewhere else in like a cemetery here in New England. But the whole explanation of the story that I'm trying to tell you is on the Odd Boys channel right now. Go to the Odd Boys channel and watch the short. Tom just texted me and he said the short is up. Jamie edited a short from our live stream, and the question is put out there. The whole point of the video is Nathan haunted? Is Nathan possessed? Did Nathan bring a demon, and is he being haunted? So please go watch the short. Please, please. I'm near Natick, Massachusetts, if you're asking where I am. You're in Central Mass? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm out here near Natick. So please, watch the short. It's the newest short on the Odd Boys YouTube channel. I'll post a link in Discord after this. By the way, I'm gonna have to end this stream now because my phone keeps telling me it's about to die. I'm at 10% now. Oh, I was about to run. I'm crossing the street. I made it, I survived. So, Odd Boys is our new YouTube channel. We finally went over 5,000 subscribers. Please go subscribe, watch the live show. Nightmind, who's a very spooky YouTuber, is gonna be on the show with Tom tonight, I think, or Tuesday. I think Tom and Jamie are doing a show tonight. I'm away out of town, so I can't really do the show. I'm doing a treasure hunt. That's why I'm here in Massachusetts. My dad has set up these treasure hunts that we've been doing for the past all right, yeah, my phone is genuinely about to die. My dad sets up these treasure hunts, and me and my brothers and a couple other people in my family doing, gonna go unbury a treasure. It's like crazy. It's a whole bigger story. I can't even get into it. I'll have to tell you about it later. Some of you know about it. But yeah, we're walking down the railroad tracks on this fine fall day in spooky New England. And if you want to hear, I'm gonna put up another story. I'm gonna put up a short on the Odd Boys channel maybe tonight about another situation that happened in the house, in my mom and dad's haunted house. So you can watch the one about the doorknob on the Odd Boys channel now. You can watch other shorts. I made a video about if murderers are hot or not. So you can go watch that and tell me if you think murderers are hot. Some of these guys are pretty attractive. And then we're gonna do another one on the hottest women murderers. Katie says I need to do it on the ladies. Didn't even know there were women murderers. I didn't know women killed, because women are usually nice and good people, and it's the guys that are the stinkers. That's not true. Everyone has the capacity to be bad. Hopefully no one is naughty. Hopefully everyone's nice. And then we don't get haunted. We don't get demons to come after us like I apparently have. Go watch the new short on Odd Boys and tell me if you think I'm possessed. So, anyway. Statistically, men outweigh women in the murder department by a landslide. It's undeniable. Unfortunately, I wish there was no murderers. So yeah, thanks for joining me. The point of this live stream was to ask if you are able to, give a couple bucks to the dad Indiegogo, because time is running out and I am trying to hit 27,000 total, so I actually walk away with 25,000 after Indiegogo takes their fees. I hate saying it, I hate asking for it, I hate doing all this promotion to ask for money. It makes me depressed, it makes me sick, and I can't wait till it's done. And I just have the movie, and all of you who donated get to have it, and you get your perks, you get your VHS tapes and all the things you ordered, and I don't have to do it again, because after this, I'm off and running, and hopefully just some television networks or movie studios pick it up, and then I'm just making full feature things with the funding of a big company and not having to raise money from the internet ever again. It's depressing. I really don't like it, but I'm doing it this one last time. So if you got a couple bucks, please help me make the dad horror film. The link is in the description. I'll love you forever. Please, please, please. It's gonna be a real weird movie. It's gonna be nothing like it, but hopefully it's not too weird, where the mainstream audience will still watch it. And hopefully a network or studio sees the value in it and wants to sell it and pick it up and purchase it and make it a movie for the theaters. Make it an 1.5-hour movie. Fingers crossed. All right, here we go. I'm gonna end the stream. Please go watch Odd Boys. There's a new short up there right now. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, Sam. See ya, Naomi. Who is this? We got Strand, Kyrie, Slit, Jory, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. Daragon Art, Duke, Nathan, would you have a witch on Odd Boys to do a cleansing for you? Yes. Do you know one? I would 100% do that. But do they have to be like with me in person to truly cleanse me? Go watch this video. Tell me if I've cursed my fiance. I don't know if I brought a demon home. You can hear her talking in her sleep, and it's really creepy. She says all kinds of really weird things. Go watch the video. Decide for yourself. It's on Odd Boys, and please subscribe to Odd Boys. Live show is, I think they're doing a live show tonight. I think Tom and Jamie are doing a show tonight. I'm gonna end this before my phone dies and cuts off the stream, and then it's in this weird eternal limbo, and the stream doesn't actually end because my phone is dead. So I'm gonna end it before the phone dies. Thanks for listening to my spooky New England tales. We'll talk to you guys soon. Kitty's not a ghost. She's a real lady. So I better not be marrying a ghost. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. All right, thanks for watching.